what people might think or whatever. But you'll be amazed at how many people need to hear that testimony that you have that may help them get to the next level. So, quick introduction. So I will say on that note, let's get some EDU in our lives about this wonderful life business. School is in, y'all, and here's a quick introduction on what this life business has to offer you, us, and our society, and how it's made a major impact. I could be here all night just telling you the major impact that it's had on not only my life, but the people around me, and even in my own home. You know how this has affected people all across the board. You know, from personalities to different things, Magic of Thinking Big, all the books I've read, things that I've learned, actually applying the principles and how they work right away. So knowledge is power, but only if applied. So the majority of this presentation is going to focus on, selling you on the products with a high emphasis on the financial fitness program. With this in mind, it would be smart to have a financial program that I want to show to you. So if you would like to see this in person, I can set you up with a few of my coaches that's been working with me and the impact that this financial fitness program has had on their lives and their families as well. My goal at the end of this plan is to have a customer, a business partner, or someone who wants more information on either. The first part of the plan to cover is the big picture of what Life Leadership has to offer. This part of the plan is merely to frame the rest of the information. I'm going to present this in its proper context. I'm going to explain how Life Leadership is committed to setting people free. We focus on three main areas of freedom. A small portion of the population are underprivileged and disenfranchised and struggle with basic skills like reading and writing. The Life on Life initiative is a community outreach program designed to give a hand up for those who cannot help themselves. One of the main goals of the Life on Life initiative is to fight illiteracy in each of the markets in which we operate, giving people a chance at the functional freedom you guys deserve. A portion of the company's revenue goes to fund this monumental cause. I will explain that the largest part of people, in fact most people, are looking for debt freedom. This is where the financial fitness program comes in, with the knowledge, tools, and accountability to help people become financially sound and completely debt free. Now, there are a few people out there that are very committed and high achievers who are not only looking for debt freedom, but are also looking for financial freedom. Life offers these people a way to partner with the company and create an ongoing income source. Now, I'm going to let you know whether it's the aggressive compensation plan for high achievers, life-changing informational products for the many people struggling with debt, or the community outreach programs for those who cannot help themselves. Life Leadership has something for everyone. Yes, absolutely. Defense, offense, and playing field. Now I'm going to cover this next section, the financial fitness program, and how it would fit with most people and what they are looking for. The financial fitness program helps people in three main areas of finance: the defense, offense, and playing field. Now I'm going to highlight what each of these financial areas mean. Defense teaches all about how to get out of debt and budgeting. Ooh, that word budget. Don't want to scare you on that, but yeah, we must have a budget. The offense is all about increasing your income, which most people I talk to, that's what they're doing and currently doing right now. The playing field is the bigger picture of money and the economy. Now I'm going to talk more specifically about the playing field, offense, and defense. The goal is to offer a small window on how transformational this program will be for you. As you go through each of these sections with me, I want to share my excitement, a testimony, and specific stories about how this information is affecting my life and the lives of people I know. I always tend to remember, which I used to tend to forget. Facts tell, stories sell. Now we got live in the chat room here. Hey, Jackie, good to see you. I'm glad you're here for Boss Jackie. Welcome to the show. Just giving an overview of what the Life Business Review is all about. Glad you could stop by. So, basically what I was saying was, and just go back to the beginning here, life leadership, the big picture, is committing to setting people free. We work on three main areas of freedom, and a small portion of the population are underprivileged and disenfranchised, which struggle with basic skills like reading and writing. And our Life on Life initiative is a community outreach program designed to give a hand up for those who cannot help themselves. So one of the main goals of the Life on Life initiative is to fight illiteracy in each of the markets in which we operate, giving people a chance at the functional freedom they deserve. And a portion of the company's revenue goes to fund this monumental cause. So, in fact, the largest group of people, most people, are looking for debt freedom. And this is where the financial fitness program comes in, with the knowledge, tools, and accountability to help people become financially sound and completely debt-free. Now, in the playing field, I want to help everybody understand that we are all victims of a system that allows a few elites to enslave the masses. Okay? The system of control is what we call the financial matrix, which, if you haven't read that book by the New York Times bestseller Orrin Woodward, actually inbox me. I will give you that information. I do have that on me currently. I will ship it to you right away if you want to find out more information on that. And I'll be saying that at the end. It sounds shocking, though, but it will get your attention. It definitely got my attention when I read it. So, I want to ask some questions here. Have you noticed how much the prices of things have gone up over the last few years? Does it seem like people are working more than ever before, but still struggling financially? Now, what I've learned that this isn't by accident, but by design. The few elites in big business, banking, and big government have manipulated the financial system to enslave the masses in debt. So, I don't want to sound like a rabid conspiracy theorist, so I'm going to be cool on that. And this is certainly by design, as I said, as others profit by our indebtedness, or shall I say, our pain. Yeah, pain. And it is a pain when you cannot pay your bills and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it just doesn't seem to work. And that's basically where I was at. Now, I'm going to share a few highlights of what we will learn in the full program, like the history of money and why it matters, how inflation works, the mystery of money creation, predicting and preparing for economic downturns, which we have a lot. And our offerings are in three main divisions. Next, I will explain that Life Leadership's products offerings are organized into three main categories. The top is financial development. Get out of debt and stay out of debt. What is required is an understanding of the principles behind the offense, defense, and playing field of personal finance. Get a financial education that involves budgeting, roll down reduction training, planning tools, offensive game plans, and teaching on how to arrange your money into a hierarchy, and even information on how your nation's monetary policy affects your money. Right, hell yeah, Jackie. This is the answer to the financial matrix stuff I explained before. Again, I will also help you understand the power of financial literacy, and I will be telling some stories about how people have used these teachings and tools to get out of debt. Professional development. I will also show you how we also have a product category focused on helping companies and organizations develop their people, which is very important. And our personal development is life-changing information. And this is my favorite, besides the financial and professional. This is really where I needed to help with in terms of being better in business as an entrepreneur, but also as a better person myself. So I'll finally explain to you that our third category of products is focused on all aspects of our personal lives. We know that significant life improvement occurs through the application of small bits of truth consistently over time. Life personal development products use exactly that approach to help customers grow in all areas of their lives, including family, faith, and friendships. There are even programs for the youth, which is super awesome. Now that I've covered the financial matrix, our financial fitness product line, and the other categories in which I have products, it's time to get now to a larger context. The cash flow quadrant helps us understand why it is so difficult to get out of the financial matrix. I will let you all know that in the financial fitness program, we're going to learn that the E stands for employee, the S stands for self-employed, the B represents a B-type business, and the I refers to investors. According to author Robert Kiyosaki, these represent the four main ways to make money. And I will briefly explain each one of these categories. Now, if you take a piece of paper and you draw a line straight down the middle and you cross it like a T, on the left side you're going to put employee for E, self-employed for S, business owner on the right side of that is a B-type business, and I underneath that will be investor. So employee has a job, self-employed owns a job, business owner owns a system, investor money does the work. Now, I'm showing that on the left side of the quadrant, 95% of people are fighting over 5% of the money, whereas on the right side, it is exactly the opposite. Now, I can relate my own story to this. I've been an employee at a job. I've also been self-employed, which that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I have a part-time job in landscaping, and I own a job. I used to sell Avon, so I'll use that. I sold Avon for 2.5 years, so I own that job. Okay? So that's pretty much where I am right now. What I'm trying to do is own a system where I don't have to be there to make money. The money will be made whether I'm asleep or awake. Does that make sense? Cool. I think everybody can benefit from that. Okay. And then I felt stuck in a rut. You know, I felt like I was working from paycheck to paycheck, and I just couldn't make ends meet. So I feel like saving Avon was going to give me that extra source of income that I needed in order to make everything work and everything line up. Plus other debts and interest that it was on my debt to pay off some bills. And also be able to spend more time with family and what matters and do something that I'm passionate about. Because me personally, I really didn't want to work for nobody else. Everybody has all these demands, but I never could match my paycheck with the demands that I was getting. And then I figured out later on, you know, down the road that my worth was not paying me, but my performance was, and I had to be there and punch a time clock in order to get the money that I was worth, if that makes sense. And I decided to get involved with the financial fitness program and life leadership. And let me tell you, I was broke. I had one check to do one thing, and then I had to wait till the other check to do the other thing. So I was basically robbing Peter to pay Paul. So to make a long story short, I want to help everybody understand that I was not doing pretty good. You know, I wasn't fulfilled. I wasn't feeling like this was something that I was passionate about. It was just something I needed to do to make ends meet. So say like, for example, like most of us do what we have to do to get the things that we want. We don't do them most of the time because we want to, but what we have to do. And I didn't feel cool about that. So I wanted to break out of the commas of complacency.